Hello, my most amazing artists. Buenos dias. How are you today? Are you ready to create? Then let's get started. Do you remember the name of the artist we looked at last week? That's right, Alexander Calder, who made the mobile and invented kinetic sculptures that move. Well, we're going to look at some more of his work today because he didn't just make mobiles. Now, Alexander, who was called Sandy by his friends, he was really inspired by the circus. He loved the circus. Have you seen the movie The Greatest Showman? It's really good, isn't it? Yeah. Well, he loved the real thing, the real circus. If you haven't read the book or listened to the book, Sandy's Circus, I have put a link down below to a read aloud of the book Sandy's Circus, and I highly recommend that you take a look. It's a book that was written all about Alexander Calder and his love of the circus and how it inspired him to make sculptures that move. Well, we're going to look at some pictures of the sculptures that he moved. That he made. In 1926, Calder arrived in Paris, France, and began to build his circus. It was an elaborate miniature reproduction of a real circus, made from wire, cork, wood, fabric, and other found materials. He made characters like tightrope walkers, dancers, ringmasters, and weightlifters, as well as trapeze artists that swung from one end to the other. He called it the Circus, and artists like Pablo Picasso were invited to come and watch his performances. During the early 1930s, Calder traveled with his circus and performed live shows in New York and abroad that gathered a large audience of both adults and children. Inspired by Calder's circus, we're going to make our own trapeze artists. Here's what you will need: a piece of paper or some card, a pencil to draw with, a stick or a straw, some scissors, some tape, something to hang with, yarn, string, or remember dental floss works too, and some colouring supplies. In order to draw the basic shapes of a person, first of all find the middle of your paper. Then go up a bit and draw an oval for the head. At the bottom of the oval, draw 2 lines for the neck. Then draw a big oval for the body. Now we're going to draw the arms. Start at the body and draw 2 long skinny ovals for the arms. Make sure your arms are taller than your head and make sure they're not touching your head. Now let's add the legs. At the bottom of your body, use 2 long skinny ovals at slightly diagonal angles to make your legs. Give your face some details. Give it eyes, nose, mouth, eyebrows, ears, eyelashes. And whatever hair you decide to draw, you need to draw it going above your head. Our trapeze artists are going to be hanging upside down. So the trick to making them look upside down is to draw the hair standing straight up. It can be short hair, long hair, straight hair, or curly hair, but make sure you draw it standing straight up above your head.
Now it's time to give your trapeze artist a costume. It can be any design you want. Color it in all the way and cut it out with the scissors. Since the sculpture can be seen at all angles, I highly recommend that you turn it over and color the back as well. If you turn your person upside down now, you will understand why we drew the hair the way we did, because now it really looks like they're upside down. In order to attach them to your straw or your stick, you'll need to get your tape. You have two choices. You can either attach them so they're hanging by their feet, or you can attach the body to the straw in the middle of the body, and it will look like the trapeze artist is doing a backflip over the bar. The choice is yours. And finally, cut yourself a really long piece of string, tie it to both ends of the stick or straw, and hold it up and watch your trapeze artist fly in the wind.
There we have it, our very own trapeze artist and a kinetic sculpture. Maybe you want to make a whole circus to go with your trapeze artist, just like Calder did. Maybe you want to go watch The Greatest Showman now. That sounds really good. Whatever you do, keep creating, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye for now.